Now, the National Petroleum Authority, NPA, has assured stakeholders within the petroleum industry of its commitment to protect the interests of sector players following concerns over the implementation of the amended pricing guideline. The new pricing guidelines, among other provisions, sets a price floor for petroleum products below which oil marketing companies and liquefied petroleum gas firms cannot price their products. The following report has details.
According to the National Petroleum Authority, the decision to amend the pricing guidelines stemmed from deliberations by a committee set up in 2021, where recommendations were made to address concerns about anti-competitive pricing by some OMCs. Head of Economic Regulation at the National Petroleum Authority, Abbas Ibrahim Tasunti, explained the rationale for the new guidelines in an interview with Citi Business News, emphasizing the need for fair competition.
This committee, after its work, made certain recommendations. A number of the issues that came up, particularly one of them was the fact that, in Ghana, one of the primary objectives of our pricing policy is to ensure full cost recovery of investment, meaning that any investor in the industry, at least at worst case, must be able to recover the cost of doing business. So we got complaints that the level of competition and sometimes anti-competitive behavior in terms of pricing was leading to their inability, that's the players' inability to ensure this full cost recovery. That was one of the major concerns. So we looked at this, and also another thing that we've changed with these new guidelines is that previously the companies would announce to us their indicative prices, which we published. However, the price at the pump may vary from the indicative. We realized that now we need them to report their actual prices and not indicative prices, so that there's more transparency to pricing, and it helps out with also our monitoring as a regulator.
Abbas Tasunti further indicated that the NPA has deferred the implementation of the amended pricing guideline to April 16, 2024 from the initial date of April 1 to continuously sensitize stakeholders on the new guidelines. He assured the downstream petroleum industry players will not be adversely affected by the guidelines.
For the businesses, this has been done to protect themselves to ensure full cost recovery, because that's what our industry expects in terms of our pricing guidelines. For the players who want to still have room to compete, because some are also concerned that this will not allow them to compete because, like I said, they've not been given the full details. But the price floor will exclude the margins that they can add. So they are free to still use competitive pricing in terms of varying their margins to be able to give consumers the best price possible.
However, industry players, including the Institute of Energy Security (IES), have raised concerns over the new price floor, arguing that the move contradicts a deregulated market. They also challenged the National Petroleum Authority to publish a list of OMCs engaged in price undercutting. Meanwhile, LPG Marketers Association of Ghana is calling on the National Petroleum Authority to suspend the new pricing guidelines. President of the association, Gabriel Kumi, has been speaking to Citi Business News.
One would have thought that all interventions in pricing will be removed so that we allow forces of demand and supply to determine some of these prices. Different LPGMCs and OMCs have different cost structures. So if his cost structure will allow him to charge a lower price, why would you want to stop that person? Why would you want to protect some companies in a price deregulated market? So we believe that is unnecessary, and it's important that the NPA has suspended that.